Hey, welcome back. In this video we're going to go over the chickens and why I bought them and how I plan to use them. Thanks for watching. Alright, I'm going to be talking throughout the video while I harvest some weeds and other small leaves and stuff for the chickens. Okay, so basically I've seen a few videos on YouTube and heard from older people that have owned chickens in the past, that chicken manure is very, it's hot. It can burn the roots of all your plants. And for it to be usable in the garden without it doing damage, you need to let it compost down for a certain amount of time. Now, I've heard mixed comments on how long that time is, but it seems to be between 3 to 6 month mark that people tell me the composted manure will be good to use. That's for the girls. Now there's a fella on YouTube called Mark. His YouTube channel is Self-Sufficient Me. He done a video on chicken composting, and that intrigued me. I've wanted chickens for a while, but that intrigued me a bit as to how the chickens would be composting stuff for him. And he made it pretty simple. He got some garden edging, which is like plastic rolls of plastic about that tall, and he would make a big circle and screw the ends together so it make one big circle, and he'd bury it probably 4 inches, 5 inches deep, and that's where you would put all the chicken scraps. Once I've collected all of these, I'll take you over to the chickens and show you what I'm talking about. I'll continue to harvest while I blab on about this. The main reason I got the chickens though was because of the manure. I want to add the manure back into the garden. I kind of want to create a closed loop. Everything we take from the garden goes back into it through the chickens, and that seemed really really ideal for my situation, how I'm gardening by the moon. Oh, sorry about the motorbike going past. But yes, it just seemed to fit well with what I believe in. And then of course the eggs, you can't have enough eggs. Eggs are great, but we don't need enough of them. That's why we've only purchased 2 for now, and in the future we will be getting more. I just don't see reason enough for it at the moment. I know you've seen 4 in my video, but again, 2 of those are my cousins. I'm just waiting for his coop to be ready, and that sunflowers from that, I love them. But yeah, just waiting for his coop to be ready, and then I can drop the girls off. But yeah, excited for the eggs. They should start laying in the next couple weeks. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks they should start laying eggs. But if they don't, that's fine. They're still doing their main job, which is composting everything down. I'll show you in the next clip what they actually get up to when I chuck the food in there. But at the moment we're just trying to weed as much as I can. That's why I've sort of let this bed go. I know there's nothing in there but weeds at the moment, but it really really sort of helps having something fresh and green and different here for the girls to have a peck at. What happened there? A pick at? Well, I guess that makes sense. But yeah. Alright, I'll see you in the next clip. So, I've gone over why I bought the chickens. That's mainly for composting and like the manure. The secondary thing is the eggs, of course. But how I intend to use the chickens, well, the eggs, that's a given. I'm going to use that in the cooking, but I'm going to be using this plus the chickens to create compost in this little homemade composter that Mark from Self-Sufficient Me made a video on. Oh, hello girls. Do you just want something to eat? And this is basically all you do. You just chuck your scraps in and let the chickens do the work. What they'll do is they'll jump in and peck and scratch and poop and mix it all in, and you let that just rot down and break down over 3 to 6 months. And once it's all broken down and turned into a nice soil, you can add some of it to your garden. A handful around the base of your plants would be plenty. You could do that once every month or 2, maybe 3 months, depending on how much you use. Good girls. But yeah, great little idea. I couldn't be happier with how simple this is to make. All you need is a roll of plastic called garden edging, and cut it to the length you want to create the size of the circle you'd like. Then screw it together and dig it into the ground about 4 or 5 inches deep. And when you're ready to get all the compost out, you can just lift it up out of the ground. That way you don't have to worry about cracking it with the shovel or the spade or the fork. And yeah, see how they're scratching it in? That's what we want. You're good girls. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's how they do their thing. That brings us to the end of the video, guys. Before we go, I just want to say a massive thank you to Matt Doge, Dennis Aqua, Worst Dino, and Major Herbage. These guys are awesome. They're from my Discord channel. You should join and check it out. For all the gardeners, share your gardens off, your veggies, what you do with your veg. Thanks guys, have a good day. Bye.